anarchy that is coming from the other party led by Jacob Zuma, it's a problem. And he's got no tenacity to deal with it, because for the rest of his life, he has embraced anarchy as a hallmark of his character. Wrong things Zuma will never condemn.
Hear me very carefully. Yes. This country will be turned into civil war. Yeah! Today,
on the ballot. Remove MK on the ballot. Remove Zuma on the ballot. There won't be election.
ANC Secretary General Mr. Fikile Mbalula, Utu Fikile Mbalula, MK must be warned. There are things that he said which we will talk about. He's saying, listen, MK have got the tendency of liking things the hard way. They like things, but he goes on to say, no. Actually, it's not just MK people. It's Jacob Zuma that likes things that, you know what I'm saying, the military way. He does not like things the table, you know what I'm saying, the table way where we sit and we talk about things, but things always have to resort to military way. You see, judging from the way the ANC behaves, not to say I want to condone cruelty, I don't want to, but you know, every time when the ANC speaks, there's always one thing that comes to my mind. I don't condone violence, but there's always one thing that comes to mind. It's like giving a thief a chance to sit in a chance to control the police. What usually happens, actually there was a movie called The Person of is it The Person of Interest? I think it's The Person of Interest, I'm not sure. Where this person, because he captured the police, he used the police as a criminal himself. He used the police to fight against other criminals. That is what we are seeing. When the other criminals respond, it's no longer nice, because now they are responding in a manner that when you probably cannot respond in. That is exactly what we are seeing. We are seeing the ANC sitting in a position of power, and in this position of power, they are using the resources of the state, including the police, to arrest people that they don't like. But when the people that they don't like respond, then it is a wrong thing. It is also, you know, the funny part is that they are not able to respond. They are not willing to respond about this, to say, it is also wrong for us to use the state resources to fight political wars. How come that you sit in this power, you use this political, you use this thing, you use the fact that now you are in power to arrest everybody that disagree with you. Now you want to tell us about fairness. You know, you are in no position to tell us about fairness. Guys, can we kindly use logic on this one? But before I continue on this one, guys, I put it to you that you do the following. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so before we listen to what Fikile Mbalula he has got to say about it, right? I just wanna look, give a bit of a perspective to this one, right? Before we get into that one, you will recall that it is the very same Fikile Mbalula and the ANC that said they are afraid that there's going to be a war, there's going to be tension, there's going to be this and this and this and this. Like, they named a lot of things that were to happen. And I said to you guys, I've got a problem with the fact that they are now predicting all of these things. Like, they also predicted that, you know what, some international companies are funding the political parties in South Africa to fight against the ANC. And I was like, hey, there's something wrong about this. You sound like you are aware that you will be defeated, but in order to justify your defeat before it happens, so that when it happens, you'll be like, yeah, we told you this is happening. We like, guys, I don't know how to say this, but I can't. So I want you to listen to what MK once said. Then from MK, we will listen to what MK members once said. And from there, we will listen to what Fikile Mbalula once said. Bongosi Kanyile and the other guy whose name I've forgotten, then Fikile Mbalula. So let's go for it.
Hear me very carefully. Yes. This country will be turned into civil war. Yeah! The day that MK is not allowed to campaign and to be on the ballot paper, no one will vote. No one in this country will vote. We will make sure of it. No one in this country will vote. MK is not on the ballot paper.
We are sending a loud and clear message that if these courts, which are sometimes captured, if they stop MK, there will be anarchy in this country. There will be riots like you've never seen in this country. There'll be no election. No South African will go to the polls if MK is not on the ballot paper.
Defense of this constitution and its rights. Chapter 2 of the Constitution, where freedom of choice, freedom of association, a right to choose our president, to associate with any logo, to wear any types of t-shirts, to campaign in any way we want, to campaign everywhere we want, and to choose a party of our choice. Because you can smell defeat, because you know that you are defeated. You take us into court because you know that Zondo is not only a spy, he's a scammer, he's a fraud lawyer, he's going to want to infiltrate and change the constitution to remove us on the ballot. Remove MK on the ballot, remove Zuma on the ballot. There won't be elections. Because we have numbers on our side and we are fearless. For these elections to be free and fair, to have Mkondo and Zuma as our choice, we are prepared to lay down on our lives.
Anarchy that is coming from the other party led by Jacob Zuma, it's a problem. And he's got no tenacity to deal with it, because for the rest of his life, he has embraced anarchy as a hallmark of his character. Wrong things Zuma will never condemn. He will allow people to go public and threaten an election and all of that in his name. He will never say, you are wrong about doing this and that. Now, the opportunists like the DA are jumping on that bandwagon. Nobody has got the capacity to disrupt this election. Nobody. We are confident in the law enforcement. The riots that took place in this country must never be repeated in the name of an individual and anarchy. They must be suppressed thoroughly. Even if it means we must take the army out of the barracks, we must do that. The DA is just on the agenda of regime change by basically gossiping about our country to foreign countries, as though our own processes, we don't trust them. We trust our processes.
Okay. ANC, yes, they will make you laugh, eh? They will make you laugh. The liars of note. ANC. The liars of note. Those guys can lie. Those guys can seriously lie. Like, they lie to a point that they deceive themselves. And I don't think they really have peace unless they lie. I don't think so. But at the end of the day, we also have to say that also have to say this as a matter of fact, that look, we must say, people, we've got to be fair to one another, the way we deal with one another, to those that are in power, right? To avoid a situation where there's war or there's riots in this country, because I don't think we'll appreciate riots in this country. But what I'm seeing ANC that will provoke you secretly, and then in public, they didn't want to play the victim. I'm seeing ANC that does like that. And let me show you. We were told this is alleged. It's not something that is proven. You remember there was there were two police, one got shot and died in Braamfontein. Do you remember that story? So look, that story demonstrates the point that I'm making about ANC. So what we were told is that the SAPS guy had an altercation with the guy who's working for Metro FM. I mean, Metropolis, not Metro FM. So there was an altercation under in the parking lot. It's not underground, but yeah, the parking lot. It is. I think it's underground parking. Yeah, there was an altercation there. So where there was an altercation, there were no cameras. Nobody saw it, and it is said that it is the guy from the SAPS that provoked the other guy, right? But I'm showing you something. But that happened where nobody saw it. When it got to where we saw everything, what we saw the Metropolis guy going hard on the SAPS guy, and the SAPS guy maintained his composure. And where that was happening, it was happening in front of everybody, right? There were a cloud of witnesses, right? The cameras were there, witnesses were there. So this guy is retaliating, and this guy is just keeping his composure. So then he goes and he grabs a firearm. When he comes back with the firearm, and the guy from SAPS, to show that guy was trained in a firearm, he just withdrew a firearm and bah, 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 and the guy died. From what you see, based on what we saw, without fear of contradiction, I can tell you this, that the guy who's wrong is the guy who died. But we don't know what happened behind the scene. That's exactly what the ANC is doing. They are provoking people, but then when people retaliate, what they do, they want to portray, they want to portray themselves now as the victim. If things were free and fair, and Namanja are still going to say, if they are to keep things free and fair, I do not foresee a situation where we have riots in this country. Let things run free and fair. Let me repeat the word, free and fair. And I can guarantee you, we will not see any riots in this country if things are free and fair. Which is something that I think the ANC, they hate the most. They hate the idea of free and fair. But a lot of you guys love the ANC. I know, Shem, you don't pretend you love the ANC. So tell me what you think about it. But for me, I do see people that are playing victim. And it's going to catch up with them anyway. Anytime soon it's going to catch up with them. But since you love them, I know you guys will be against me in the comment section below. So fine. Let the fight begin in the comment section below. I wouldn't even say let the fight begin in the comment section below. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. But till such a time, please take care.